I'm getting ready to send an email, and it's a difficult email to send. The reason it's difficult is that it's an email to one of my clients, and it's a difficult conversation I need to have with them. Now, as you know, I would always subscribe to having the conversation rather than sending an email. I'm not going to get into the details of this. However, this is something that needs to be documented. It needs to have a time and date on it and no questions about exactly what has been communicated, which is why I'm sending the email. This email also is somewhat emotionally charged. And here's where the tip comes in. Anytime you feel any kind of emotion when you're preparing to send an email to somebody else or to send any kind of written correspondence to someone else, you need to pause. I think it's very healthy to write it out, right? Write it out, draft it, which I did yesterday, and then I slept on it. And then the next morning I woke up this morning and I had a few very minor edits, but basically it says exactly what I feel that it needs to say. And I've even had some members of my family read it as well, just to ensure to have an additional perspective to make sure that I'm communicating in the way that I truly intend to. And I'm getting ready now to hit send. However, there's a function in my email system that will actually cause a delay of about 5 seconds before it actually sends. It's actually called a delay send. And what that does is there's amazing time where there's amazing clarity that will happen when you hit send sometimes. And it gives you an option in 5 seconds to undo that and you don't have to send it. But what I've done is I'm also going to schedule this. There's a function in mind where I can actually schedule when this email will send. And because this is so important, I'm actually going to schedule it to send in probably about an hour from right now. Because again, after I hit send is sometimes when you get great clarity. So that's what I'm going to do. I actually don't expect to have clarity, but many times I get clarity without expecting it and without anticipating it. So there's nothing wrong with it going an hour from now. But if I do nothing and I take no action, it's just going to automatically send in about an hour. So that's my tip for today. Have you ever written something and it's been emotionally charged and maybe even have later regretted sending it or wish that you would have said something a little differently? Of course, what you know I talk about is authentic success. And I want authentic success not only for you, but for me too. And this is our time to have that authentic success with confidence.